Hiya, so I'm Abby and this is my very first YouTube video. So I've been blogging for a while now and I don't know, it just kind of felt like time that I wanted to kind of start making some videos and so I thought I'd start with a little bit of an everyday makeup tutorial. So this is kind of what I'll wear if I'm just like heading to uni or like maybe going out in the evening, but it's quite casual, so it's just kind of quite a natural look, but yeah, just what I like to wear every day. So the first thing I'm going to start with is Embryolisse Lait-Crème Concentré. So something I've been using for a while but kind of rediscovered lately, and I'm just going to use a little bit as a primer. So it's more like a moisturiser, a lot of people would say, and I used to use this more as a moisturiser, but I don't know what with the winter and my skin's been really dry recently, I just found that using this as a primer has been really helpful for my skin. It makes my makeup sit a lot better, and it means that it never goes cakey really, so that's definitely good. So take a bit of that all over, and then next of all I'm going to go on for a little bit of base. So this is the 123 Perfect CC cream from Bourjois. So again, this is actually something that I picked up a while ago. I think I picked this up about a year ago, if not more, and it's quite runny actually. I'll show you. So it's kind of like that, yeah. But I've kind of come back to it recently and like I really like it. I think I prefer kind of slightly lighter bases now than I used to, so I'm really enjoying using this. Because it's a CC cream, it kind of has like different pigments in it to balance out like redness or like dullness. But I just like it because it's quite radiant and light, and like you can kind of see your skin through it rather than it being like a really kind of like heavy mask like base. So I'm just going to take this all over, just buffing it in with my little buffing brush. Did a little bit of a review of these, so obviously I'll link that out below, and I'll link all the products below as well in the description box. But yeah, so I'm just gonna really take a bit of time to buff this in. Quite the colour as well. It gives my skin like a tiny little bit of warmth, I think, like just a little bit of a glow, which I kind of need. It's been a long winter. So yeah, I'm just blend it in. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the base. So then next of all I'm going to take a bit of concealer. So recently for concealer I've been really loving this one. It's the L'Oreal Perfect Match concealer. So it's quite a light concealer, but it still gives quite a lot of coverage, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but I really like it. So this is great for blemishes, which I've actually got quite a few of at the moment. I'm suffering a bit of a breakout. I think I've just been like really bad with my skincare recently. I've just been a bit lazy, and I am now paying for it. And this is also great for like under eyes because it's quite brightening. It's almost like a little bit radiant, it's a bit glowy, which is like quite different because most concealers are kind of more on like the matte side of things. But yeah, I've been using this one for ages actually. I haven't really been touching any others. I don't know, it just does what I want. It gives the coverage without being like too cakey or anything like that. And I just like having concealer that you can use for blemishes and under eyes, because like, I know using two different concealers is just like a step too far for me. And yeah, one concealer is more than enough, I think. So next I'm going to look at a little bit of cheeks. So I've kind of got a new product and an old product. I really like both of them. My little sleek face form palette. I've done a review of this as well. So you can see you get like a contour, a highlight, and a blush shade. And I really love this palette. It's so great for travel because it's tiny, and you get loads of product in it as well. I've had this for like maybe like a year and a half. I use it like pretty much every day, and like I'm nowhere near hitting pan, which is amazing. For brush, I really like using this for contour. I'm just going to take some of the dark shade. Take this in this little hollow here under the cheekbone because it's quite pointed. You can be quite kind of precise with it. And just kind of buff it in. I'm actually going to use a new blush that I've got at the moment. Oh, this is the Max Factor Creme Puff Blush in Seductive Pink. And so yeah, this is what this one looks like. So it's kind of, it reminded me initially of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blushes, which is kind of, I was like, I've wanted one of them for ages, but they're so expensive, and I couldn't really justify it, and I saw this, and I was just like, I've got to have that. It gives a really nice wash of colour, but it's not as highlighting as I first thought it would be. I thought it would be kind of like a highlighter blusher hybrid, but it's more of just a nice blusher basically, but I do really like it. I'll just take a bit on this brush, so it's like a slanted one. So it is a bit highlighting, but personally I quite like a glow, so I'm going to use like another highlighter as well, because I just can't get enough. And then just take the excess off my hand, and then just use this to kind of like really blend it in with the contour. And then I'm going to take some of the highlight shade in here and just kind of dust this, just like this whole area here. It's quite a like light highlighter. It's not got like big bits of glitter or anything like that. It's very natural, I think. So I kind of just take this everywhere. Just because you can never have too much glow, can you? Just a tiny bit down the nose, just a touch. So next of all, I am going to just set everything with a bit of powder. So I'm going to use for this it looks really boring, the packaging, my By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. So it's a powder with hyaluronic acid, and again I've reviewed this, I've kind of reviewed everything. I think it's really great for setting makeup, and I just need a really small amount. I'm just going to kind of tap this big fluffy guy from Real Techniques and just dust it all over. It's a really small bit. But yeah, this is like, it's a really nice setting powder, but I still can't really make my mind up about it. I like how it makes my skin look. Like, it does give that kind of soft focus HG like look, which we all love. But I don't know, I just feel like sometimes it like makes my skin go a bit cakey after like an hour or so. So it's one of those things that looks really nice to start with, but I'm just not really like confident on how it wears. Next of all, eyebrows. So this is something I haven't actually talked about on my blog, I don't really know why, and it is the Soap and Glory Archery. Ooh. So quite a lot of people have spoken about this. It's a really nice little product. So it's like a double-ended brow thing. So on this end you have like a brush, so you can kind of like just to blend everything in, I think. And this end, which is the end that I love, is like a kind of really small like little pencil, and just to get really kind of like a natural brow look. So I really like this, I think, as well because of the colour. It's quite like a nice like ashy kind of colour, which but if you've got fairly light brows, you know what I mean. It's because like a lot of brow products can be kind of like orangey, which isn't like really the best look. So I just like to kind of fill in these little sparse bits here and just to kind of add a little bit of definition. Just kind of gently stroke this down. And then I'm just going to use the other end just to add a little bit more. But yeah, I think a lot of people don't actually like this one. A lot of people prefer the similar version that has a spoolie on this end. But I really prefer this one to the other one because, I don't know, I just like how firm this pencil is. I think a lot of people find it's too firm. But for me, I think I prefer a firm eyebrow pencil. That way you can just be really kind of precise with things. So you can just, yeah, you get the look that you want. Clear mascara, I think this one is like from Collection. It's like £1, really old. But I'm just going to kind of just comb it through those brows. It's something I used to do actually, and I've kind of again just gotten back into recently. I just like to just comb things up a little bit. And because it's a mascara, it kind of sets it a little bit. Just to groom things. I don't do too much to my brows because like they're quite straight, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I feel like if I try and make them look really arched, I'll just look a bit stupid. Now a little bit of eyes. So I'm going to use these two little eyeshadow sticks that I've again reviewed. They're from KIKO, and I love this for everyday. It's so nice. And put all over the lid, like so. And just kind of, you can just blend it out with your finger. You really don't need like a brush or anything because like these are just really creamy. Just kind of pat it out. And I just really like the colour of that. You can see it's just like, it's just a really nice taupe, I think, like a grey, neutrally kind of colour. And I'm going to take it on the other side as well. And I just love these because they last so well. They blend really nicely, but then once they set, they're set and they're not going anywhere. Okay, so next of all I'm going to take a little bit of eyeliner. So this is just a little kind of brown one from Bourjois, just to add a little bit of kind of definition just on the top lid. And it's a nice one, it's a little smoky one, so it has a little kind of brush on the end to blend it out, which I never really use to be honest, but you could. So I'm just going to take just a really smaller bit of this. Just kind of here. Just kind of blend that out. And just do the same on the other side. Just kind of keep it more in like the outer corner. Just put a little bit of definition. So then next of all, I'm going to go on with a bit of mascara, and this is something that I only tried a couple of days ago but I really like. It's the Benefit the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So this one is like, it really kind of helps to curl and lift and like separate the lashes. It's like, it's quite light in formula, it's quite kind of girly and fluttery, but yeah, I really like it. So it's got quite a cute little brush. So it's kind of curved, and it's got kind of like these special hooks on one side to kind of lengthen and flick the lashes up, and then it's got really short ones on the other side for like the underside. So it's really nice. I'm just gonna, there we go. So you can see how it's quite like fluttering. It's really kind of lengthened up my lashes, which is always good. And I'm just gonna take the kind of short bristles on this side and just kind of pop them on my lower lash line. And it's just kind of really open the eye up, make things look really nice and big. And yeah, it's just quite a nice kind of fluttery and girly thing. There you go. And I really like this formula as well because it's really long lasting, because it's quite lightweight, so I didn't think it would hold that well, but it really lasts up. I wore it all day at work and I didn't get any smudging, so yeah, it's really perfect. And then last one, I'm just going to finish up with a tiny bit of like a little lip gloss. This is the like Sexy Mother Pucker gloss from Soap and Glory, and I have it in Charm Offensive. So it's just a quite light pink, quite nudie, just give it a little bit of shine. I'm just going to take this so there we have it, a little kind of everyday neutral makeup look, just to kind of give a little bit of definition, but yeah, nothing too fancy. So yeah, that was my very first video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, click like and give me a follow, that'd be great. And also feel free to follow me on Instagram at Aubergine Reverie, and also check out my blog if you haven't already, which is Aubergine Reverie at auberginereverie.wordpress.com. So really check that out and I'll be really grateful. And yeah, give me a comment, let me know what you thought of my first video. You know, I'm all about the feedback. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye!